Hello, this is Reginald Stroud, also known as Brother Teacher. Welcome to my channel again, or my YouTube video. I just thought I would take the time out and solicit your attention. And what is going on now is that in one of my previous videos and blogs, I advertised that I have a seminar coming up January the 25th, 2015. And it's the third installment of seminars that I've done in this particular grain anyway over the past 2 years that's concerning helping people get out of debt, how to get your credit back in order, how to save money, how to start your own business, brick and mortar or online, if you will, internet business, and how to live right and eat right and take care of your bodies, so that you can live a lot longer, so that you can enjoy your time on the earth and your family can enjoy you. That's the first aspect of the seminar. The other half of the seminar is concerning being a conscious individual. I'm a conscious individual from the standpoint of not just living my life daily, working and playing and enjoying family and so forth, but conscious from the standpoint whereas I know where I am in life and I know where I want to go and where I even came from for that matter. This other half of the seminar that I just referred to gets a little bit more deeper than that. Now, if you've been privy to access my blog, Our Government Under God, not under, our government under God, not under government. I think I just botched that up, but I'll try it again before the video is over. I'm not going to stop recording because of that. Our nation under God, not under government. That's the actual blog. Anyway, I will give you the complete web address to that right before I leave. And what I'm getting at is this. Our nation is not under God. It is under government. But the government that it is under is not the one that we suppose it is under. Not the one that we were taught or made to believe that it was under. Not the one of our founding fathers. Our nation is in trouble. And it has been in trouble for a long, long time. For well over 100 years. And we are going to be the recipients of that trouble. And quite naturally, we have been recipients of that trouble in the past and even as I am speaking to you right now. So what are you saying, Brother Teacher? I'm saying this. Did you know that the country that we call the United States of America is actually not a country? This might be redundant or repetitive to some, and it might be new to others. But did you know that? Did you also know that a foreign country actually owns and controls the United States that we know of? Did you also know that the people that we call judges in our country are actually not judges, they are bankers? And that the court that we actually attend, when it is that we have to attend court or go to court, those are actually banks. And if they're not, I want you to prove me wrong. I dare you to prove me wrong. You won't prove me wrong because all of this is factual. All of this can be corroborated. It can be verified. It's all well documented and it has always been documented. But the thing is, if you don't know to look for something, you will not find that thing. You ever heard of the movie Eyes Wide Shut? You need to watch that movie. And without any interruptions or distractions, watch the movie. And from the beginning to the end, and ask yourself, what did you ascertain from that movie? The actual plot behind the movie. It would give some credence to what I'm saying to you, or trying to say or convey to you. Watch the movie The Matrix and do the exact same thing. from the beginning to the end. Watch the first one and the second one. It really touches on the same point. We're living in a pretend government. We are a dual government. We're living in a shadow government. There's what is expected of us to believe that it is, and then there's what really is. So, like the Matrix, if you will, you have a reality. The reality is, you get up and you go to work and you go play, you go entertain, you go out and have leisure time and so on and so forth, and then you repeat the same thing the next day. But guess what? The plot thickens. There's someone sitting behind our government that's pulling some different kind of strings. Do you honestly believe that our president and every president prior to the present President Obama, do you honestly believe that he controls this country? He is only a figurehead. It appears that he controls the country. Do you honestly believe that what you watch on television is just somebody's simple desire, to put some entertainment on television, comedy shows, cartoons, and certain commercials? My friends, we are inundated with so much propaganda every day in the form of media. It is not even funny. There are six major corporations that control what we watch on television, what we read in the newspapers, and what we listen to on the radio. They control what we watch. So we don't get the actual real news, if you will. Did you know that? I'm speaking right from the hip, pulling the gun straight out, telling you exactly how it is. And I'm speaking a lot in generality because I'm not going to go into specifics because this would take absolutely too long. But I want to just give you some general insight, some basic understanding. Do you live and control your own life, or does somebody else? Does the government actually control us? This is supposed to be the land of the free. This is supposed to be the land of milk and honey. Is it? I learned that. I was taught that when I was a child coming up and an early teen and then a young adult. I was taught that. I'm not some basket case. I'm not someone that just walked in, oblivious to what's going on in the real world. I know exactly what's going on. I've been in the military, the United States Army. I'm honorably discharged. Perfect record. I'm a father of 6, 10 grandchildren, own my own business. Never taken drugs, never been on drugs, never drank alcohol in my entire life. I am perfectly sane and aware of what's going on in the world in which I live. You know why? Because I pay attention. Are you paying attention? Have you been paying attention to the world that you live in? Or are you caught up in all of the reality shows and the sports on television? There's nothing wrong with those shows in and of themselves. But you know what? You have to learn how to measure things. You have to learn how to be the person who's in control and not let the thing on the outside of you control you. I'm in control. I know what reality is, and I know when something is just fluff, when something is fictitious, when something is propagated or propagandized. It is crazy. When you find out, if you care to know, what is really going on in this country that we call America, it is going to blow your mind completely away. You will not believe it. You will be in denial. Why would you be in denial, you ask, teacher? You would be in denial because you won't be able to believe that someone that told you that this US of A represented this one particular ideology, and it doesn't represent that at all. It doesn't represent us as a people at all. It is only based on money. It is a corporation, the United States Corporation, proper. YouTube it, Google it, find it out on your own, if you care to know. The sad part is there are many of us, unfortunately, especially people when they get older, they become jaded, as one of my mentors says. You get jaded and settled in your ways, and you say, well, if it's not affecting me right now at this moment, I'll just continue to do the things that I've done before. Everything seems to be okay. But what happens when our so-called government decides that they're going to change things, and we've already uh, accepted their contract, so to speak? Because when you sign for your birth certificate, did you know that the child that you signed for, your child, you just sold that child to the state that they were born in? Did you know that? Did you know that our birth certificates are used as collateral on the stock exchange, New York Stock Exchange, as a bond, and they make millions of dollars off of us in this country? Did you know that? Did you know that every human being born in America is sold to the state that they were born in? Did you know that? Did you know that your automobile that you drive does not belong to you? You can pay it off. It belongs to the state. Did you know that? Why do you register every year? Why do you have to apply for a license to do virtually everything that you do? The gig is almost up. The powers that be know that there are people like me that's educating, hopefully, people like you, common people. This is supposed to be a common law land, but it is a land of tyranny, and most of the inhabitants don't even know it. Why is it that we have the largest prison complex, industrial prison complex in the world, on the planet, in the United States? Why is that? Why is it that we still have veterans out begging on the streets when we're supposed to be the land of plenty? Why do we still have homelessness in record amounts? Homelessness in this country that has everything? We waste so much in this country, but we say we care about the people. Why is it that they penalize you basically on every front in this country? You're getting a citation from the police for doing the most ridiculous and nonsensical things in the world, and you have to come out of your pocket money that you would ordinarily pay to take care of your family. It's all a system, my friends. It's all by design. And if you follow my blog, it's not a cost to join the blog. You just have to sign in. I would appreciate it if you liked it. I would appreciate it if you signed in or opted in, if you will. I would appreciate that, but you don't have to. I want you to have the information. That is what I'm about. I'm trying to help you liberate yourself if you want to be, if you really want to be free, because in America today, we are not free. They have told us, they've sold us that we were free, but we're actually absolutely not free at all. Never have been, and we never will be until we decide to become the individuals that we're supposed to be. And like the Bible says, be good stewards of our own resources and not let somebody else tell us what we should do and what we cannot do. I want to tell you, this is Reginald Stroud Sr. This is my video to you, appealing to your sense of consciousness, hoping that you open up your minds and see what the real truth is, because it's going to affect all of us in a detrimental way. And if we're not prepared, it's going to be too late. So when someone gives you some information and they tell you that it can save your life, it behooves you to act upon that information. Don't wait a year or two. Act upon it. At least check it out. That's what I'm asking you to do today. Check it out. I have a seminar, You Deserve to Be Rich, Part 3, coming up January 25th, 2015. It's here in Cincinnati, Ohio. It's at Lucy Blue Pizza. It's at 6 o'clock p.m. to 8 p.m. For those that are close by or in Cincinnati, I'm inviting you to come out. The cost of the seminar, and that's the first half, is only $25. Only. The other information for the other half is free. I'm giving it to you. Why? Because I'm your fellow brethren. I'm your fellow human being. If you care about your future and that of your children and your grandchildren, it would at least behoove you again to sign into the blog. If you can't make the seminar, I understand. Sign into the blog Leave your name. Please leave your comments and let me know how you feel, and I will respond back to those comments. I love you, and God, Yahweh, loves you. And this is Reginald Strauss, Senior, also called Brother Teacher. You and your family have a blessed day. Good evening.